Good morning, guys. Happy Wednesday. It's hump day. Today for Read Aloud, I'm going to be reading activity page 11.1 titled Gravity. So you can either follow along with my slides here or you can locate your activity book and follow along in your activity book. There are bolded words throughout the text, so I will pause and you see if you can stick with me as I'm reading and read those bolded words. Hope you have a snack and you're in a cozy spot at home. What exactly holds all of this stuff together in this huge universe? Why don't all these stars and planets just go flying off in any direction all over the universe? Why do they stick together in groups and clusters like solar systems and galaxies? These are excellent questions. And the answer is gravity. Gravity is an invisible force of attraction between objects. It's that holds galaxies and solar systems together. It's that keeps us firmly planted on planet Earth instead of flying off into space. It's that keeps Earth orbiting around the sun, and that keeps the moon orbiting around the Earth. You can't see or touch it, but is present between everything in the universe and has mass. Because of every single bit of in the universe pulls on every other piece of in the universe. You and I exert a pull on each other, but because we have very little mass in our bodies compared to celestial bodies, our on each other is very small. So small we can't feel it at all. Depends greatly on mass. So what exactly is mass? Mass is just the amount of in an object. You and I are small compared to, say, a planet or a star. We're made of less stuff, so our mass is much, much smaller. Mass is important when you are trying to understand, because the larger the mass, the larger the... So objects with really large masses, like stars and planets, have a really big on other objects. And objects with really small masses, like you or me, have really small gravitational pulls on other objects. So small, we don't even notice the pull at all. The more mass an object has, the more or pull it is capable of. Because Earth has so much mass compared to all of the things that are on the surface of the Earth, its surface keeps the things on Earth from flying off into space. You, your home, your bed, a ball you throw up in the air. All of these things stay on Earth due to even the Earth's atmosphere and the oxygen we breathe are held close to the Earth by its. Also, because we have weight, when you stand on a scale, Earth's pulls down on you. The more mass you have, the harder the pull, and the higher the numbers on the scale. Think about an astronaut who is standing on the moon. The astronaut stays on the surface of the moon because of the moon's. If the astronaut stood on a scale on the moon, the astronaut's weight would be 6 times less the weight of the same astronaut on a scale on Earth. So, a person who weighs 60 pounds on Earth would weigh only 10 pounds on the moon, about the weight of a bag of flour. Because the moon has less mass than Earth, and is not as strong, but the astronaut does not get pulled off the moon and back through space to Earth. Earth still has a larger mass than the moon, and it still has a larger than the moon. But because the astronaut is far away from Earth and very close to the moon, the moon has the most effect. It keeps the astronaut on the moon. That's another important thing to know about. The distance between two objects affects the between them. Objects that are close to each other pull harder than objects that are farther away. The effect of an object lessens as you get far away from it. The sun has a lot more mass than Earth does, but the sun is also a lot farther away, and because we are on the surface of the Earth, Earth's has a much bigger effect on us, keeping us firmly on Earth. One of the many benefits of the sun contains 99% of all the mass in our solar system. Because the sun has more mass by far than anything else in the solar system, it also has more than anything else in our solar system. The sun's or of attraction is so strong that it constantly pulls the planets towards it. You may be wondering why the planets don't crash into the sun if the sun is pulling on them. Don't worry. That never happens because the planets are also moving really fast in their own orbits around the sun. The combination of planets' own speed and the sun's towards it is what keeps the planets constantly circling in orbit around the sun. It's a perfect balance. The planets continue in their predictable movements around the sun. Sometimes is so powerful that is formed. An object or area with an extremely strong, there are many in space, and is so strong that once something gets close enough, nothing can escape its, not even light. Astronomers find in space by noticing the movement of objects around them. You can't see, but you can observe the way of affects objects. Scientists are still learning that about, like many other things in outer space. On a clear night, we can often see the moon moving across our night sky. Have you ever been curious about why Earth has a moon? Many scientists think that about 4.5 billion years ago, there was a massive collision between Earth and a very large asteroid. The information they have gathered shows that the moon may have formed from the leftover debris from this amazing impact. Earth was able to hold the moon in its orbit. There is a strong between Earth and the moon. The moon's pulls on all of the things on Earth, including people, but the Earth's is strong enough to keep us on Earth. The moon's also pulls on Earth's oceans, but the Earth's pulls back, and it's a good thing it's stronger. The moon's is just strong enough that it can move the water on Earth enough to cause in the ocean. Cause the regular rise and fall of the ocean's water. People can see the effects of if they are at the seashore. High cause the waves to come up on the beach, and when the waves don't come up as far. Low is a good time to walk the beach and look for shells and creatures that live in the sand. So yes, the powerful effects of can explain a lot of interesting things in the universe. It's what holds our moon in orbit around Earth. It's what causes ocean on Earth day after day. Is why we stay on Earth and why objects we throw into the air come back down. Even helps us create new stars and planets by helping pull together the gases and the dust that form them. We can't see, but we can see its effects all around us on Earth, in our solar system, and throughout our galaxy. Here are our words that we read. Gravity, the force or pull created by the mass of objects in the universe toward each other. Force, a pull or push on an object or system. Matter, the substances all objects on Earth are made of, all substances that take up space. Gravitational pull, the force that draws all objects in the universe towards each other. Black hole, an object or area in space that has such strong gravity that not even light can escape it. Tides, the periodic or regular rise and fall of the surface of large bodies of water on Earth that is caused by the interaction of moon's gravity with Earth. So now your job is to go back and read 11.1 to a family member or a stuffed animal. If you'd like to, you can watch this video again and listen to me read it. Have a great day.